Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Sabbath. So, at this point of time, me and my partner, Roselle, will be presenting or we will share kung saan mong na-learn sa AYM Summit na gi-attend na mo last January 17 to 18, 2025. Yes, so it was held sa SPAC. So, ayan. Okay, so this 2025, our AY department will have changes, no? So, dagan kayo gi-propose na mga activities and structures, new nga program flow sa atong AY program, no, for this year. So it will not be the usual na AY program na balik-balik like song service and mga Bible game. So this year there will be, wait lang. So naatay mga new objectives for this year. Okay, so basahon sa nako niya. So by the way, our resources, no, gikan ni siya dito sa mga speakers sa summit. Okay, so let us take a moment to understand the purpose of this AY program. My part will be, I will be presenting the one-year AY program module. So we will understand its purpose and the significance it holds for young people and the church at large. The one-year program module for the Adventist Youth Program of the South Philippine Union Mission, or SEPUM, is a comprehensive framework tailored to enhance the spiritual, social, and leadership growth of young Adventists. So, applicable ni siya sa tanan across SEPUM. No? So, it is aligned with the principles and the guidelines provided by the SSD, and this initiative aims to empower our youth to embrace their roles as first faithful disciples of Christ, growing in their personal relationship with Him, and to become effective leaders who can inspire and guide others in the church and beyond. Also, to become committed servants, actively participating in ministry and community service through as representatives of Jesus Christ. So, through this program, our youth will be equipped not only for leadership roles, but also to shine as lights anywhere we go in our communities to fulfill the mission of being Christ's hands and feet in the world. So kita man ang youth man ang next leader sa atong church. So kailangan nato maging trained, no, para share ta sa atong light in our communities. Okay? So, sorry, hinay ka ang internet. Okay, so I will continue. The problems, challenges faced maintaining spiritual life as church members and young professionals. So, the structure of this module and activities are built around the key aspects of youth ministry as defined by the AYM, or Adventist Youth Ministry mission, aim, motto, and pledge. So we have our own mission, aim, motto, and pledge sa AYM. And the primary focus of this is to provide an engaging, holistic, and practical program that promotes spiritual growth, discipleship, service, and leadership, development of the youth while ensuring alignment with the Adventist Church na principles. So, this year, ang goal na to is to become more active. No, kay murag mapansin na to ang youth today, murag nagaluya na youth. Hala, asan naman ang mga youth? Murag mas nakafocus na tagmaayo sa studies ba. Yeah. Ang ano jud ba ang source jud ba ang studies na to no kay ang Ginoo. Siya ba ang naghatag sa to ana tapos ron kay murag naluya ta. Okay? Anyways. So this one-year program module, now, as the future leaders of our church, it is our responsibility to nurture the other youth as well in their walk in Christ, equipping them to lead purposeful lives and become active disciples of the Mission Church. So this afternoon, I will walk you through a year-long program na mas practical, engaging, and transformational. So next. So, skip ta sa objectives, Pastor. Okay. So, here are the objectives of the one-year program module. So, isa-isa na ko siya later. So, first, objective. Implement total AYM manuals across all SEPU missions. Then, second, foster youth spirituality and personal connection to Christ. Third, promote youth discipleship and active participation in ministry. Next. Fourth, provide youth skills training for leadership and ministry. Fifth, ensure total youth engagement across SEPU missions. Sixth, prepare youth for leadership roles in the church and community. Seventh, ensure salvation for all young people through active faith and service. Eighth, promote a stronger sense of unity and community among youth. And lastly, create a culture of service and sacrifice. So, ito ta sa first objective. Okay, so this goal, it emphasizes the importance of fully integrating the principles, guidelines, and best practices outlined in sa mga manual nato no sa AYM into program activities. So this will ensure consistency, clarity, and uniformity across all 5 SEPU missions. So to achieve this objective, natin mga key actions na atong i-prioritize. So ang first, to align all program components in the AYM manuals. So this key action will ensure na every activity na to, ang event and every leadership practice, no, it will reflect the church standards and values. So, important na siya. And second, key, providing training for youth leaders. So, pinaagi sa mga workshop, seminars, and hands-on guidance, leaders will learn how to effectively implement the AYM principles in the local churches and communities. So, naatay mga, siguro, dili lang siguro pastor, no? Mga workshops, seminars para sa mga youth. Then third, developing and distributing resources. So, our resources will be based still sa AYM manual, and it will be shared with all the participants to ensure accessibility and clarity at every level of the program. So by focusing on these key actions, we'll create a strong and unified foundation sa atong youth ministry in SEPU. And at the same time, it supports spiritual growth, leadership development, and mission-driven activities. So this year, no, mas exciting ang ato ang AY department. Okay, daghan kayo activities. Dili na mahurot og share diri sa kadaghan. Okay, naay mga kanang 1 year gyud na atanan every week na ay mga activities. So, yan na lang naman. I-summarize naman. So, second objective, it is fostering youth spirituality and personal connection to Christ. So, this objective is at the heart of our mission as youth leaders. It is to guide young people to deepen their spiritual lives and cultivate a personal, vibrant, and active relationship with Christ. So, here we will prioritize prayer, Bible study, mga devotional, and we will aim to anchor our faith in a Christ-centered foundation. So, in this objective, we also have key actions. So, first, implement weekly devotional sessions and group prayers. So, isa sa activities na to for the whole year is mga weekly devotional. So actually, naantay youth care group. So naatay isa ka night siguro every week na magtapok na tanan youth, no? Ya mag-discussion lang ta, share. Mga devotional. Okay? So, Monisha, these regular gatherings will provide opportunities for spiritual reflection, encouragement, and mutual support, creating a strong sense of community and shared faith. So, important niya siya kay kita youth, mas makarelate man ta sa each other, di ba? So, very nice if makatapok ta once a week. Makapause ta from our studies, work, So, number 2, encourage personal Bible study. So, we can use resources, dagan kay mga books na pwede na ito basahon, like Steps to Christ, or other books ni Ellen G. White, or dagan pa kayo mga books. We can help young people develop a habit of daily communion with God through His Word. Then, third, host retreats and spiritual gatherings. So, these events will focus on spiritual renewal and growth. It will offer time away from distractions of daily life to reflect, pray, and experience deeper connection with Christ. Sa school, ganito, kaya na yung mga retreat. Yeah, maapil ta. Or sa atong church, dito maapil o retreat. Ay, joke. So, through these initiatives, we hope to inspire our youth to develop a faith that is deeply personal, spiritually fulfilling, and ready to withstand life's challenges. So, our relationship with Jesus will be the cornerstone of our journey, of our life as faithful disciples, as future leaders sa atong church. And then, third objective. Fourth. The fourth objective is providing youth skills training for leadership and ministry. Okay, kani. This focuses on equipping our young people with practical skills they need to serve effectively, not just within the church, but in every area of life. So, dili lang kanang mag-Bible study, but apil lang kanang ginatudlo gud sa Pathfinder, di ba, na yung mga mga honors sa Pathfinder, may mga practical na magamit gud nato di lang sa church, pero magamit din nato sa gawas. Okay? So, by empowering the youth with these tools, we enable them to serve confidently and lead with integrity and compassion. So, the key actions sa kaning objective. First, organize skill-building workshops. These workshops will cover essential areas such as kaning mga ganahan og public speaking, mga event planning, team management, and other practical skills that are critical for effective leadership and ministry. Number 2, implement leadership development programs. So these programs will focus on teaching the youth how to lead with integrity, humility, and Christ-like compassion, ang mga values, aligning their leadership style with biblical principles. And lastly, offer hands-on ministry opportunities. By giving youth real-life experiences in leadership and service, they will allow us to practice skills they have learned in meaningful ways such as mag-lead og mga programs, organize og mga events or seminars, or facilitating community outreach projects. So naay mga activities nato na youth ang magdala. So, daghan. Through these initiatives, we aim to build a generation of young leaders who are confident, capable, and deeply committed to serving Christ and others. So we will not only grow as individuals, but we will also strengthen our church as we take on greater responsibilities. Okay, number 5. Ensuring total youth engagement across SEPUM missions. So this aims to involve all youth in SEPUM in meaningful activities, making sure every participant feels included, valued, and empowered to contribute to the mission of the church. So engagement is the key to building a vibrant and active youth ministry that reflects diversity and unity of the body of Christ. So we have 3 key actions. First, organize inclusive nga activities. So example ani no, mga team building exercises, community service projects, and spirituality, same ganina. So this will foster relationship, fellowship, build relationships, and ensure that everyone feels they belong. So I think mas magsige na taog retreat. Kailangan ano ba, mga team building, mga anak. Bisan din ang good kayo, grand nga activity. Para naalang tayo, o mga outdoor activity na to ba? Parang ghost po ta din. Okay. Anak kayo ito. Kini kayo ito. Then, create opportunities for youth to use their unique gifts in ministry. So, daghan kayo ta youth. So, daghan kayo ta og mga talents. So, daghan kayo pwede magamit sa ministry. So, whether it is music, teaching, organizing events, or other talents, we will encourage each young person to contribute their God-given gifts to advance the mission of the church. So, dili ka makaingon no nga wala tay talent. Kinaadyo diri na kaingon other talents. So, napag-youth. Okay? Number 3, encourage cross-mission collaboration. So, muna na magtabog-tabog or collaborate with other youth sa other churches. So by organizing joint activities and projects, we will ensure that youth from different SEPUM missions work together toward common goals, fostering unity and shared purpose across the region. Okay, next, number 6. So our 6 is preparing the youth for leadership roles in the church and community. This focuses on equipping our youth with the leadership skills, knowledge, and experience necessary to take on active roles in both the church and the broader community. These skills will not only help them advance the work of the gospel, but will also prepare them to be effective, Christ-centered leaders in every area of their lives. So first key action, so there will be a training on key leadership principles. So this will include mga conflict resolution, decision making, and servant leadership. These principles will help youth lead with wisdom, compassion, and Christ-like humility. So, dili na niya siya marag pabraytay or pahawday o kanang mag-speak. So, i-train ta para kita tanan makabalo po sa akong pag-lead. So, number 2, offer practical leadership opportunities. By involving youth in leadership roles within youth programs, church services, and community outreach activities, we allow them to gain hands-on experience in serving and leading others. I think ginahimo naman nato inon na atay mga kaning AY program and naay mga Sabbath school na schedule na yun ang magdala. Then number 3, encourage youth to mentor others. Kani. By fostering a cycle of leadership development, we will encourage youth to mentor their peers and younger members, passing on valuable skills and fostering a culture of discipleship and growth. So since daghan naman kayo tag mga children, sila naman ang next po sa youth. So kailangan po nato sila tugluan para if mabot ang time na na po ang youth kay naay makapuli. Naay na train daan para makapuli. Okay? Number 7, ensuring salvation for all young people through active faith and service. At the heart of our program is the mission of salvation, syempre. Our goal is to help every young person in the program come to a saving relationship with Jesus Christ. But this journey does not stop here. We also want to empower them to actively share the message of salvation with others. Of course, dili lang jud ka lang. Always lingaw-lingaw lang no. Naa jud tay goal na we will ensure salvation for all young people. So we want to empower them to actively share the message of salvation, living out their faith through service and outreach. So key actions niya. So we will integrate salvation-focused teachings into Bible studies, devotionals, and youth discussions. Of course, ang topics din na doon sa itong discussions mo kay kanang ano yun, kanang salvation, kanang faith, dagan man topics, themes di ay tama, ay mga themes, i-present mo unya. So these teachings will help youth understand the importance of salvation and how to actively live out their faith in daily life. Number 2, offering opportunities for youth to make personal commitments to Christ. Whether through baptisms, rededications, or other spiritual milestones, will create spaces where youth can take concrete steps in their faith journey. Hindi lang tanaa sa school na i-commitment, naabot sa church. Number 3, providing a safe and supportive environment for youth to explore and grow in their faith. This environment will focus on nurturing a deep personal relationship with Christ while emphasizing both salvation and service. And lastly, promoting a culture of missionary zeal. Encouraging youth to engage in evangelism and outreach will help them become passionate about sharing the gospel to others, spreading God's love in their communities and beyond. Of course, no, tanan atong ma-learn, atua pun i-share. Kay, no, according to we will become more passionate. Dili lang man, kanang, nag-share to sa others kay para sila makabalo. Apil po ta, makabalo po ta, maka-add po sa toong knowledge. So through these efforts, we aim to ensure that every young person in the program experiences a transformative relationship with Christ and feels called to actively serve Him and others in the mission of salvation. Next, number 8. Number 8. Promoting a stronger sense of unity and community among youth. So this is a vital aspect of our youth ministry, and it is fostering a sense of unity and belonging. So this objective, this seeks to connect youth across different missions. So mo ni siya ang mag-collaborate with other young people from other church or mission. So first key, organize inter-mission youth events. These events, such as retreats,
camp meetings, and special youth gatherings. We'll bring together youth from different regions, creating opportunities for fellowship, spiritual growth, and shared experiences. So if na mga meetings, mga youth meetings, no, we encourage na ma-appeal ta. Yes. Kung available po ta, no, pero encourage naman na ma-appeal ta. Dili lang man ang EY leader ang ma-appeal, pero gina-encourage yung tanan youth. Sa mga dito, no, sa pag join na mo dito ni Rosel sa SPAC, ang Chinese church ang gitang duha ka buok. Ang other church, no, kay murag pila ka buok ang nag-appeal na youth dito. So, kaya natin to. So, number 1. Wala na ito. Number 2. Foster peer support groups and mentorship relationships. By encouraging youth to support one another and forming mentorship pairs, we will build a stronger sense of community where youth can share struggles, celebrate victories, and encourage each other in their faith journey. So this also highlights the importance of fellowship, mutual support, and encouragement. So last, 9. Ninth goal, creating a culture of service and sacrifice. So as followers of Christ, we are called to serve others selflessly, just as Jesus exemplified sacrificial love and service throughout his life. So key actions niya is first, we will organize regular community service projects and mission trips. So yes, I think makaya man nato ni. Yeah. Nahimo naman po nato ni ang mga community service. So these opportunities will allow youth to actively serve and share Christ's love in their communities, whether it's through local service projects or mission trips that extend their outreach to other regions. No, based on my personal experience, nice kayo sa feeling na kanang nakaserve ka sa community. Kanang ginahimo nato no sa Puntang Dumalag. Every after sa mga crusade seminar day, kanang nice kayo tanawon nga nakaserve ta and daghan pud ang nilawat sa Ginoo. Okay, then number 2, teaching the importance of service as a core value in the Christian walk. So again, no workshops and discussions will be held to emphasize how service and sacrifice are central to the Christian faith. Then, encouraging youth to engage in outreach efforts will inspire youth to actively participate in outreach activities such as mga feeding the hungry, visiting the sick, or serving the marginalized, demonstrating Christ's love in practical and life-changing ways. So, dili lang ta diri sa sulod to dili lang ta sa sulod na mag-sermon sa sulod, ano po ta sa gawas. I-reach out po nato ang mga nasa gawas, ang mga poor, ang mga nasa hospitals, or katong sa una, no, ato tawag House of Hope, mga cancer patients na ano. So, next. So, muna rin siya, no, monthly themes. Pastor, next slide, please. Ayan. So, for January, spiritual growth. So, this month is dedicated to deepening the spiritual lives of our youth, setting a strong foundation for the year ahead. So, gituyo na siya nga mogid ang first na sa January din siya gibutang. Then, February, relationship, focused on building healthy relationships with God and others. March, discipleship. So, of course, dali ang Global Youth Day. Week of Prayer pud Pastor, dali March. And Homecoming Sabbath, emphasizing the importance of following Christ and sharing His love. Then, hapit na March, hapit na mag-GYD. Ito, ganda. Okay, April, leadership. Highlighting leadership development, we will celebrate. Unsay nasa April? Sige, April, Nadri World Ambassadors Day. Katong mga ambassadors na club. So, we will empower youth to take on leadership roles. Then, May, ministry team. Youth will be encouraged to embrace the call to serve as we observe World Adventurer Day. So, April, World Ambassadors Day. May, World Adventurer Day. Focusing on their involvement in ministry. Then, June, Harvest. A theme to reflect on the harvest of souls with Public Campus Ministries Day, encouraging outreach and evangelism. So, this is June, more on outreach and evangelism kay harvest, mga harvest ta sa June. And July, nurture, fostering a nurturing environment for spiritual growth and community. August, reclaim, focused on reclaiming and restoring faith, relationships, and commitments. September, service. So this month highlights service to others, including Spiritual and Mission Commitment Day and World Pathfinder Day with a focus on outreach. September, World Pathfinder Day. Then October, Abide. A month dedicated to abiding in Christ, strengthening our connection with Him through devotion and prayer. November, Reward. We celebrate the E-Week of Prayer. Dugay na kami nabasa ba nga ay E-Week of Prayer. Online? No? Online na Week of Prayer. Sa mga youth na, Pastor, kapila na ako ni nakita ng E-Week of Prayer ba, pero wala nang nag-appeal. Emphasizing the rewards of faithful service and spiritual growth. Then, lastly, December, of course, celebration. A time for reflection and celebration of all growth, service, and ministry accomplished throughout the year. No, magpasalamat ta sa Ginoo sa tanan na accomplish na to or nahimo na to na activities for the year. So, this structure, no, the monthly themes ensures that each month offers opportunities for growth in all areas of life, making this a holistic and balanced program that nurtures spiritual, relational, and leadership development of our youth. Okay, so the next part will be